All right, how about it, guys? Got another job for you today. This is going to be a slab fill. There was a house here previously, and we demolished it, hauled everything away. And so today we're bringing in fill dirt, and we're going to fill this thing and get it graded. That's my brother there picking up block, my dad on the skid steer. And we'll try to give you guys some good footage today. Hang with us. Thanks.
What's taking so long? Yeah, probably one more. It's grease time, guys. This is one of the hardest or most aggravating parts of our job, but the life of any equipment is just constant maintenance. This Florida sand just eats these pins and bushings up, and it's something we have to do a couple times a day. But whether you own farm equipment, residential equipment, or commercial equipment, it's just got to be done. If you want your equipment to last, just hit it a couple times a day with grease, and it'll last you a long time.
We did recently purchase a battery-powered grease gun, which what a lifesaver it is. For years we did it by hand, and that's just part of it. No, we're just greasing it. We have to grease it every day. Oh. These pins get squeaky and...
Kind of like my knees, huh? I need my knees.
honestly, 3 or 4 minutes out of your day will change the life of your equipment.
These tracks are especially important. There's 3 grease points on them. And if you know anything about track machines, the tracks are very expensive. The rollers are very expensive. All the parts are expensive nowadays. That's not telling you guys anything, but they definitely have to stay greased up. And aside from all that, our dad, the boss man, he yells at us 3 or 4 times a day for not greasing. So that's part of the issue as well. There's one right here, Brian. All right, well, you see what we have to do on this equipment. We do this for all of our equipment, but this particular machine seems to eat grease faster than anything else. And it's probably because there's a lot of moving parts and it gets used a lot. We have to do the same thing to our wheel loaders, our excavator, even our trailers, bearings, tires, you know, our wheels on our trailers. Everything requires grease. It's just a big part of owning equipment.
That's about it.
All right, we'll be back with you guys shortly. All right, guys, we've got the dirt inside this foundation. He's just kind of grading it right now. When he gets it close, sorry guys, a lot of noise with the tractor. When he gets it close, we'll pull a string line on top of this stem wall across the slab and we'll measure down. We got to have 4 inches for the concrete slab. We have to be really careful on this particular job because it's not a very high foundation. As you can see, it's only a couple of courses. In fact, it's 2 courses off the ground. And because of that, they did not pour the stem wall. Oftentimes, because we're in Central Florida, we get to some foundations and they're 4, 5, 6 courses off the ground, and those courses will usually be poured with concrete before we come and grade them, because if they don't pour them, then when we put the dirt in, the walls will cave in or cave out. And so on this job, the walls are not poured, so we have to be really careful not to get dirt down in the stem wall because they'll fail inspection. So what we do to remedy that is we shovel it. We shovel all the walls, get all the edges. You have to shovel either way, but when we have a tall stem wall, we can actually grade pretty close, because if we bump the wall a little bit, you know, you can't hit them too hard, but if you do bump the wall but they've been poured, then it's not a big issue. But on jobs like this, you do a lot of hand work to get these sides, you know, where they meet the wall, so that we don't damage them while we're grading. Right now, he's just basically putting a finish grade on it. We'll get it to grade, we'll measure it, make sure everything's 4 inches across, it's good and level, and then he'll spin it out. The spinning out just gives it a real pretty look. We like to leave our jobs better than we found them, better than the average graders. Not to say we're any better than them, but we take pride in our work, and so we'll show you that a little later, him spinning this slab out. My brother is a fantastic grade man. This is kind of a lost art, box blade grading. You know, most crews now are grading with a skidder like you're seeing there, and usually they get it close and they have a crew of men that rake behind them and make it look pretty, but the real way to grade right is to use a box blade, and it is kind of a lost art, but my brother and my dad both are fantastic at it. I'm, if I'm honest, just average on it. I'm not the greatest with it. I'm more of a skid steer operator. Box blading is much harder than it looks. Most people who don't know better, or who haven't spent a lot of time on them, they do more dragging than they push. And the guys who are really good at box blade, they do a lot of pushing with that rear blade. And if you get a feel for it, you can become quite good with it. You see now he's starting to spin out the slab. Just makes it a lot prettier. The tractor will not naturally turn in that tight space by itself. It will not do a 360 turn. But these tractors have a turning brake, and so with his right foot, you may see it there as he comes around, he's using a turning brake, and it forces that tractor to make a sharper turn left or right depending on which brake he's hitting. So we're close to finished product on this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.